Hi.
Hi, do you see me?
Yeah, of course. So is my voice clear?
Okay. Okay, fine. Now, yes, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, so it's so great to start this new series with you. And thank you so much. So good to see you in this very special time, this day that most of us are mostly home.
Yes. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you, and so do I. Do you have some tips of memorizing the music score?
Yes. I think that question of memorizing it's a very subjective question because there are already a lot of studies and things that people wrote about it. So process how to memorize a piece, how to have that in a pragmatic way. So everybody knows that the tactile way it's important, or the harmonic form, or the visual way, or etc. There are a lot of strategies to memorize a piece. I think the most important thing is the emotional thing. You must bring the piece you are practicing to inside you with your way of doing it. The teacher can help you because there are very tips of memorizing. So there are people are memorizing as all the visual part is more important, or the other is what they hear inside about the piece. But that is, you must do that work. I have different students with different types of memory, with different experience about it. Myself, I have, for me, it's very easy. So I practice and I have it as I have it inside me musically. I have here too. It's not so difficult for me. When it's difficult for a student of mine, I try to see why. Sometimes when you start playing piano, you don't do that naturally. Your teacher doesn't work that with you. My teacher did always, okay, second time you bring me that, you play without score. And for me that was natural. Second time I played, it was without score, remember all the things I work at home, etc. So if you have this type of practice, it's very easy late. Then I think with age, it becomes more difficult. For me, in this moment, it's more difficult to memorize something than when I had 20 or 30, and things I learned in that time, for me, it's very, very easy to play. The things I'm working now, it's more difficult. Then people, they don't know the process, what you do till you play in public when you give a concert. They don't know your secret process, right? To begin to know, to see how is the score, to practice one hand, another hand. The work you do only with the score without piano, that is very important to play. So all the work that is here and not here.
Yes,
that is
of course.
That it's okay. You don't need that. You don't need work so much stuff, because you have everything here. You must know what you want to do before do it. And memorizing is exactly the same process. So when the people see you playing 1 hour or 2 hours without score, they think, oh, that is God is coming. And that's what.
Yes. So my student also asked me about the memorizing. So I have the 3 tips for them. And the first tip is learn your notes first. And because you don't want to learn and memorize the wrong notes from beginning. Music is always the first. And learn every note and dynamic there. You have to know the piece already very well. Very familiar with your fingers, so that when you start to memorize, you already got hold all the piece.
Mm-hmm. And I think is a harmonic way, you know, to understand how the harmony changes.
Yes. So know the structure. This is very important. You have to know the whole piece as a whole. And you should be able to zoom in so much details. It should be so much details that you can see the little insects going by. So you have to know the piece vertical, up and down, and also, of course, horizontally, left to right. It's so much easier and helpful when you play by heart rather than you are just trying to think, oh, what's coming next? The last one is the photographic memory, and as you say, that is the virtually memory. And you can think of where you are in the music score. Sometimes it actually helps me as I play. I can go through the page when I'm in the score.
I think when you play, all that tips are together. It's not one. It depends of the pianist. One pianist is more visual, another one is more analysis and formal, the form of the piece. Another one are the notes. When I play, I know all the notes I play. That all the notes, all the name of notes, left and right hand. For me, that is very easy, and it goes like this. You know, it comes here. But for me, the most important thing is the work you do out from the piano. You know, only with score, and then without score, and that you can play everything here, not here.
Yes.
You know, that is very important. And when you are thinking about the piece, if there is something is not going, you have the memorizing is not going. You must see the score. You must help with score, and then again without score. It's very important, even for musically, the conception of the work.
Yes, of course.